students. How are you? I hope all you are quite well, happy and healthy. Today we are going to start the lecture number 4 of acidity of organic compounds, and we are going to discuss here the carbonic acid, sulphonic acid, and sodium bicarbonates, and the squaric acid too. So let's understand here. First we discuss the carbonic acid. Okay, first we have the carbonic acid, student H2CO3. See that student H2CO3 is the weak acid. That is the weak acid, correct? And this weak acid, why it is weak acid? Because it dissociates in a small extent H plus plus HCO3 minus. So it dissociates in a small extent, right? To bicarbonates. Correct? Now we are going to relate the acidic strength of carbonic acid with respect to the acetic acid and phenol. See, we try to first we draw the structure which will clear here. C double bond O OH. Second, we have the HO and HO, and here is C double bond O OH. And third, we have the phenol. See here, students, what will happen in both the compound, there is a equivalent, more delocalizations, means equivalent resonance, correct? Because here is, if one H is removed, then it will form the CH3 C double bond O negative. Here is also, if one H is released, then the form the HO C double bond O negative. And if one H is removed, then form the O negative. Now see here, in this compound, there is a what? More delocalization of negative charge. That means equivalent resonance, correct? There is equivalent resonance is there. Here is also equivalent resonance is there. So equivalent resonance is there, correct? So in the two compound, in both the compound, there is equivalent resonance. But here is the one thing. OH will behave here as an electron releasing mesomeric effect. Electron releasing mesomeric effect, correct? Right? And here is the CH3 will behave as a electron releasing inductive effect. Electron releasing inductive effect, correct? That is the reason the acetic acid is more acidic than the carbonic acid. That is the reason, because both the compound have equivalent resonance, despite being it is the most acidic, because OH is the more electron releasing group mesomeric effect, correct? Na? That is the reason. So acetic acid is the more acidic than the carbonic acid and then phenol, because phenol has a unequivalent resonating structure, correct? So phenol has no proper resonances there. Now we talk about the sulphonic acid. Let's see that sulphonic acid is a very strong acid, very strong acid strength. Why I'm telling you the sulphonic acid RSO2OH. Just I draw the structure, then you think that methyl C double bond O OH. This is the acid. And if I write with respect to sulphonic acid, CH3 S double bond O OH. Okay, let's understand. If one hydrogen is released here, then CH3 C double bond O minus. Students, why I release the one hydrogen? Because any compound acidity or basicity is decided by the conjugate terms. The conjugate terms, the how much stable, that decide the acidity or basicity. Here is also, if one hydrogen is removed, then form the CH3 S double bond O negative. So here's negative charge is delocalized between the two oxygen atom. Here is a negative charge is delocalized between the 3 oxygen atom, correct or not? So between 3 oxygen atom, the negative charge is going to be delocalized. And as you know, more delocalization means the compound will be stable. So that is the region this compound is going to be the more acidic than the acetic acid. Okay. So okay, see here, CF3 S double bond O double bond O OH. It is most acidic because 3 electron withdrawing group is there. What I'm telling you, this compound is the most acidic because 3 electron withdrawing group is there. And then the sulfonic acid, benzene sulfonic acid, correct? But then benzene sulfonic acid is the most acidic, correct? And then the benzoic acid, correct? Then benzoic acid is the more acidic. Okay, so that is the region. And if you write that here is a 1 electron donating group, then this compound is the most, then more acidic. So first this compound, then here, then. So it is complete depend on the how many electron withdrawing group and which electron withdrawing group attached with this compound. So acidity depend on that. Now students, we talk about the carbonic acid, bicarbonates. See, NaHCO3. Students, what happen? Phenol is the weak acid. When we say that the phenol is weak acid, it means it is a basic, right? I'm not saying that the phenol is basic, but the phenol is a weak acid means not a strong acid, means weak acid means little bit basic. So when we talk about the sodium bicarbonate, as you know, sodium bicarbonate is base. So it is a weak acid and sodium carbonate is base. So weak acid means little bit basic and sodium bicarbonate is base. So how the reaction will possible? Therefore, that reaction is not possible. But when we take benzoic acid, see here, benzene, C double bond O, OH, and we take here sodium bicarbonate, what happen? There will be acid base that will form, here is C double bond O and ONA plus CO2, correct? So then the CO2 will form, correct? So that is the sodium benzoate plus carbon dioxide will form. I hope you understood. So that things will happen, that when the COOH plus NaHCO3 will react, so that things will happen. Okay. Now we talk about, suppose we have a phenol, exactly same thing will happen. Suppose we have taken the phenol and here is the NO2. Any electron withdrawing group attached with this phenol, then it is more acidic. Then in that case, sodium bicarbonate can react. And what will happen? That will form the ONA NO2 plus CO2, carbon dioxide gas. So that things will happen. Okay, along with the water also form. But the main things is that you can do the lab test also, that when the benzoic acid or acid we take the sodium bicarbonate, effervescence will create. Effervescence will form in the test tube. Okay, so effervescence will form in the test tube. It means that is the acid. Maybe that the benzoic acid or maybe the picric acid, but the acid, a strong acid, can only do that. Effervescence will create. So one more thing I'm telling you, that suppose you are taking the asquaric acid. Asquaric acid is not in the NEET syllabus, but it is for JEE point of view. I'm telling you, even though we talk about the asquaric acid, it is that asquaric acid, and that the OH and the OH, and here is that double bond O, double bond O. This is the asquaric acid. So when asquaric acid will take that sodium bicarbonate, what will happen? It will form that here is the double bond O and O negative Na plus and the OH. So here is the intramolecular hydrogen bond will form. So asquaric acid also react with the sodium bicarbonates. Now question is, we have that one sodium bicarbonate, second we have a sodium, third we have a sodium hydroxide, and fourth have a sodium sodamide. Okay. Now we have the one is the asquaric acid here. Here is the asquaric acid, correct? Here is the asquaric acid. Second, we have a benzoic acid. And here we take that phenol. And here we take that phenol, and we take here sulfonic acid, SO3H, and here is the OS, sulfonic acid. Then what the students see that sodium bicarbonate will react with that this compound. They will react with here. That will they react with these compounds, correct? Sodium can react with all. Sodium can react with here with the all, correct? Even though sodium hydroxide can react with the all, it also can react with the all. Sodamide, sodamide can also will react with the all. Only except sodium bicarbonate, which does not react with the phenol, the rest all compound will react with the all. I hope, students, you understood, you got that. If you understand, then please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.